Hello from Stuttgart. It's today, Tuesday again, and after a long time with no Mint material innovation nanotechnology talk, I will talk today about open innovation.
M.I.N.T. Material Innovation Nanotechnology Talk. Yip, 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 yip.
But before we talk about this thing, here's some breaking news. You know that I'm monitoring the temperature since a while, and since a while it was 14 degrees, but now it's summer, it's almost 30 degrees. Okay, let's talk about open innovation, but first let's clarify what's innovation. Innovation is when you have an invention and you transfer this to a successful product into the market. So this means you work in your research lab on some specific topic and you have some find out some really good. This is an invention. And if you have a patent, it's a patent protected invention. But it's first the innovation when you transfer this into a successful product. Probably some of you already joined some workshops and where you work on new product development and find out some solutions. And according of a study of Dr. Voile, it takes around about 1,200 ideas to make one innovation. So this means it's a very time consuming and even expensive process. So please check out this picture. You see two bars and they are showing the revenues and costs of innovation. In the left bar, you can see the old form of developing a product. So you have costs for developing a product and you got revenues. And hopefully your revenues are higher than your costs. Then your company makes a benefit and profit and earns some money. Today, it's a bit different. Uh, Due to more complex products, due to higher safety standards and certification and complexity, the development costs are much higher nowadays than they used to be. So this means you have a rising cost of innovation. At the same time, you got a shorter product life cycle in the market. So this means you got less time to earn money. And this leads to higher R&D costs and lower income, which leads to a smaller benefit or profit. And this is really a big problem. So you can see, so the margins are getting smaller. Every year and with every product it's getting more complex to earn money. And this leads to the point that we have to think about how we make innovation. Should we invent everything by ourselves or should we try to collaborate with other people? And this more or less leads to the point of open innovation models, which I like to explain you in the next slide. One key idea of about open innovation is to lower your R&D costs and to expand your revenues. So first of all, how to lower R&D cost? By licensing and cooperating. So you can try to minimize your cost by using external development. For example, with research association like ours, yeah, or with other companies. And then the next question is how to expand your revenues. So this means you try to spin out some of your products or some of your technology. You make some sales divestitures or you license your technology out. So the key idea is lower your cost and expand your markets by collaboration. And I think so. This is a really reasonable way to be more successful, right? So I briefly introduced you now the open innovation model, and I really think it's worth to think about is how with collaboration we can be more successful. And in one way, it brings us to the click working and click working communities where every people like to collaborate together and to develop something new. So check the slides and make your own thoughts about this. I personally like open innovation a lot. But now it's time to check my BGG, my Bill Gates gap. As I mentioned before, the temperature rose. It's summer in Stuttgart and it's really cool. No, it's not cool, it's warm. And my numbers of followers are still is still rising, so continuously linearly. And the interesting point is that Bill Gates, he was losing followers, but he's recovering, what is a nice thing. And still our gap is really quite big. So what are the takeaways of today? First of all, it's summer in Stuttgart and that's beautiful. So then the next thing is that cooperation is a essential and important thing, I think, to lower the cost. So please try to collaborate or think with whom you can collaborate, and that my BGG is still improving. So next time I will probably show you some videos of the lab, and I wish you really a great week. Have a nice time. Bye bye.
M.I.N.T. Material Innovation Nanotechnology Talk. Yip, 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 yip.